There are more executive actions this morning to kick off President Donald Trump's second week in office. The new directives are aimed at federal aid and the U.S. military.
Meanwhile, immigration enforcement efforts continue ramping up, with the president now claiming victory after a public spat with a U.S. ally in South America. Jared Hill has more from New York.
New this morning, a freeze on nearly all federal financial assistance just hours away. Sources tell CBS News an internal memo from the White House calls for a pause on grants and loans reviewed to ensure they align with Trump administration priorities. The Senate's top Democrat Chuck Schumer wrote it's jeopardizing billions upon billions of community grants and financial support that help millions of people across the country. Monday, President Donald Trump signed a slew of executive orders focused on the military, reinstating with back pay thousands of service members discharged for refusing the COVID-19 vaccine, directing the Pentagon to determine a policy for transgender troops within the month. In the meantime, reinstating a ban he first ordered in 2017, and banning race and sex-based preferences. Trump speaking at a House GOP retreat at his resort in South Florida.
We will stop our service members from being indoctrinated with radical left ideologies.
Another order calls for the creation of a U.S. Iron Dome, similar to Israel's missile defense system.
We protect other countries, but we don't protect ourselves.
He also claimed victory in the thwarted trade war with Colombia, after the White House says the country caved to demands they accept U.S. military deportation flights.
America is respected again.
Hundreds of undocumented migrants have been arrested over the past few days.
There's a lot of anxiety and kind of living this uncertainty.
The White House has also closed the door to hundreds of asylum seekers hoping to come into the U.S. legally.
Two sources familiar with the matter tell CBS News around a dozen Justice Department employees who worked on Special Counsel Jack Smith's investigations and cases against the president have been fired.
Well, as you heard, President Trump continues to focus on immigration in his second week in office. At an annual retreat, he thanked House lawmakers for passing the Lincoln-Riley Act, the first bill he's expected to sign into law. The president is slated to sign the act at the White House tomorrow. Lincoln-Riley is the Augusta University student killed by Jose Ibarra, an illegal immigrant on the University of Georgia's campus. The measure requires federal authorities to detain undocumented immigrants accused of theft and violent crimes.